everyone, this is Olivia from Bradley Library, and today we're going to make pumpkin pasties. It's a recipe from the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook that I have here at home, so it should be fun. I have a lot of pumpkin in the house, so I figured I should probably use that up. So we're going to start with the crust. That's what we're going to start with first. And I thought I was going to get away with doing this during nap time, but apparently not. So Gwenny's playing on the floor next to me. So, and you're chewing on that blanket, aren't you? Is it not me? Okay, so we're going to start with flour. You will need, for your crust, you'll need flour, sugar, salt, butter, and vegetable shortening, or you can just do straight butter, like whatever you have in the house. You use butter and margarine shortening. You're going to have different types of crust, depending on what you choose to do. And then you want ice water, is what it says. I don't have ice, so I'm just going to run the faucet really cold. It's probably not going to matter with the way I'm doing it, because the plan was to use the mixer, but you have a bunch of cereal in the way. So we're just going to do it by hand. Mom likes to do things by hand anyway. So, besides, nap time was going to be quiet time, and that failed. So, fun! It's so much fun. Okay, so we're going to start with flour. We need 1 1/4 cup. Obviously, I don't have enough in here, but I have another bag. So. Open this baby up. Here's 1/4. Yeah. 2. That's probably 3/4 in here. Perfection is not my thing. This bag says, cook before sneaking a taste. Who tastes their flour? Oh, unless they mean like if you cook it, whatever. I'm not going to taste straight up flour. That's just silly. Alright. This says, so that's a... Ah! On the floor! Okay, I did 3/4. Yeah, nice, 3. One cup, and then 1/4. Alright, and we're just going to set the flour aside because we'll need that for rolling out dough later. Clean up that mess later. She's over here, she's non-mobile, so, yet. Okay, next up is your sugar. So we need 1 tablespoon of sugar. Put that out. And put that back. Alright, followed by a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Yeah. And I'm just going to mix all that powdered ingredients together. So before I add my moist ingredients, so it's not like I have a clump of salt and a clump of flour, and, you know. Try to get that even as I can. Alright, now we're going to put in the butter. So it is telling you, if you're going to follow the recipe exactly, you're going to want to do 5 tablespoons of cold butter cut into chunks, and 3 tablespoons of vegetable shortening chilled and cut into chunks. If I were using the mixer, I would have done that, but I was planning on doing everything by hand, so I went ahead and melted some of the butter. And also, I'm just doing straight 8 tablespoons of butter. I don't have shortening in the house, so let's pour that in. Woo, big spoon. Splash. Your mama's messy. She's like, I know. Okay, and then we need 4 to 6 tablespoons of ice water. So I'm going to go get that. We're going to pause for a minute. So I just went ahead and I added 6 tablespoons of the coldest tap water I could make it. So it wants you to mix this up until it's, well, in a food processor, until it looks crumbly, like a bunch of breadcrumbs. Obviously this is not going to look the same as that, but you're still going to get dough, so who cares? It'll just be probably thinner crust then. If you want thick crust, I probably suggest following the directions. Okay. Looks so different than my usual pie crust. Okay, so I've got a big blob of dough right here. It's gonna go chill in the fridge for a bit. And I'm back. Okay, now's a good time to set your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We are going to work on the filling now. So we're going to start with, let's see here, transfer, make sure, cares. Oh, that's still the pie crust. Ha, skipped number 3. Okay, we're going to combine ingredients. We're going to start with pumpkin. Nice can of pumpkin here. You don't want the pumpkin pie filling. I just got a bit of the label in the bowl. But you want just pumpkin. Just that's it. That's all that's in there. Scrape that out. One nice rubber spatula for that. My husband gets confused when I ask for a spatula because he doesn't know if I want like a flipping type of spatula or a rubber spatula because I call them both spatulas. Just expect he knows what I'm talking about. Alright. I love pumpkin. Okay. Next up, we want our sugar. Did I grab a quarter cup? I forgot my other quarter cup. Oh, it's still running. Cup acquired. Okay. Open up the sugar. Nice scoop of sugar in here. Don't need that cup anymore. Do I need wax paper again? I'll use the other side. Really just need to get jars that have seal. Okay, now we want 1/8 of a teaspoon each of nutmeg and cinnamon. One of my biggest pet peeves is that they don't just sell 1/8 of a teaspoons with a set, and nobody could find any when I asked for some for my bridal shower years ago. So a friend of mine I used to work with, she got me these little ones, and this is approximately 1/8 of a teaspoon. So otherwise you could just use a 1/4 teaspoon and fill it by half, I suppose. But 1 in my 1/8 teaspoon. Those are nutmeg? Yeah, I know. Oop, wrong side. Let's just us here. We do okay. Okay. Nutmeg and cinnamon, and then we're gonna get that all mixed up. So basically you're making pumpkin pie. In fact, you could just make your favorite pumpkin pie recipe and then just follow the next steps to make them into pasties. Pasties? I can never figure out how to say that right. Okay, that looks pretty good. It smells amazing. Set that aside. I'm going to clean up my area for the next step. Okay, we're back. I've got the pie crust out of the fridge, nice and chilled. Baby's happy. You happy? Are you happy, girl? She's such a happy girl. Okay, so we want to roll out our pie crust. And I grabbed my rolling pin. I'm so smart. If you don't have a rolling pin, you could use a wine bottle or triple sec or whatever you got on hand. Don't use a hairspray canister. That'd be gross. Just don't do that. Okay, so we want to sprinkle our table. I'm going to move you down to look at the table. By the way, if you're wondering why my kitchen counter is such a cluttered mess, most of my stuff doesn't have a home. We've been moving things around for baby stuff because she's getting into eating real food, well, baby food. So there's random stuff all over my counter right now. Plus I'm bringing up random stuff from the basement to use as crafts for videos. So, okay, back to this. Down we go. Okay, we're going to sprinkle our table. That's probably an over-generous amount of flour. And we want our pie dough. Make sure your hands are nice and clean. Alright. I don't want this anymore. That can go over there. We want both sides to be kind of dry to the touch. Not completely dry, obviously, just dry to the touch. You're supposed to be able to make 6 of these. Alright, then we want to roll this dough out. Ooh, this one rolls out nicely. Maybe I'll keep using this for pie crust. If you have long hair like me, it's going to get in the way. I should have put it up. Oh, I like this dough. Alright. This does seem to split up into parts. We can always roll out another thing. It's going to be a little different consistency, but as you probably know by now, I'm not very particular about how I make things. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to cut out 6 circles. If you can't get 6, you roll it all together and spread it out again and do more. I might try to get more than that. I have a special tool that I've never used before. I want to give it a try, but it's just this round cutter thing, and it's got this gripper in there. So I've never used this. Should be interesting. I should have grabbed a pan. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, and we're back. I'm going to oil my pan real quick. If you use cooking spray, use that. I just pour a little oil on. Spread around. Vegetable oil, olive oil, canola oil, whatever you want to use. Around. Apparently I didn't get this scrubbed off very well, but again, I'm not serving it to anyone outside my house, so I apologize. Some burnt pieces on here. Okay, we're going to set that aside and cut these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh, we're gonna get 12. Yeah, very cool. Okay, I'm so glad we got 12 because then I can double them together and use the crimper. Alright, so we want to take out each of these. I'll put 6 on here. Why is my computer making beeping noises? What's the matter? 3. That's a nice one. So, honey, oh, that's what's going on. Is that better? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so it also said you could use like a tea saucer, and then cut them out, they'd be bigger, and that's why this is 6. This is why I'm getting only 12 out here. So then you're going to take your pumpkin filling, get like a teaspoon or dinner spoon of some sort, and just plop it in the middle here. Looks like I'm going to have more filling than I have pie crust. I'm going to have to make something else with this stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to cut these out. I know, honey. I'm going to put them on top. Ah! Oh, well, that failed drastically. Okay. I don't think my plan is going to work. Yep. Huh, best one yet. Okay, I am pretty much positive that my crimper is just not going to work with this because I can't get them even because there's such a big pile of pumpkin in the middle of this. Honey! This looks terrible. That one's going to be interesting. Alright. Alright, we're going to test out one of these. Probably not one. That's good. Alright, so push down on this. Oh, that looks so cute! Oh, I like that. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, it sort of worked. This one's not going to work at all, I'm sure. Honey? Okay, so those look kind of nice. Kind of not. I'm going to grab a fork. Just go where can't quite reach. Sweetie, what is your problem? Is it because you're not up here? You can't see what Mama's doing? Some of these are going to be really messy looking. Can't even reach that one. Okay. So I'm going to throw these in the oven, and we'll do something with this next, okay? Okay, so I threw the pasties in, pasties in for 15 minutes. It says 30, but since they're so small, I decided to do half the time, and then I'll check them in 15 minutes, which is now 11 minutes, because as you can see, I was also moving her to a position that she is involved. Yeah? You like this better? Maybe we'll keep doing this. It seems to be a happy spot. Okay, so we're going to use this leftover dough, and I'm going to teach you the way that the instructions actually tell you how to do this instead of my fun little tool. So move that out of the way, move you down, and you can still see the baby. So if you want to be distracted, look at the baby. If you want to learn how to do this, look at my hands. Alright. gather up all this dough. I already oiled this new pan. Even though it says non-greased, but I grease everything. Okay, let's get this smashed back together. And yes, I did wash my hands. Again, I wash my hands a lot. What do you think of that? What's Mama doing? She's probably going to drop this on the floor, huh? Alright, we need more flour. Don't want dough in my flour. There we go. Alright. Smush that down. Alright, that feels nice. This is like adult Play-Doh. Okay. Now let's roll this baby out. That's probably the length they were talking, but we've got a lot left, like half, so we're going to stretch this out. Not quite to the length of my usual pie crust. Really should have put my hair up. Okay, a little bit bigger than mine. Alright, and it wants us to cut out a circle. We'll just wing it. I want to use the rest of this up. Over there. I have pumpkin on me. Alright, that's the rest of it. There's quite a bit left, huh? Alright, let's sort this out a little bit. Alright, I'm going to take a side, flip it over to the other side, and there's our fork. Crimp the edges. So I'm probably going to want to bake longer than 30 minutes. Okay, and then I need the other kind of spatulas. You don't care. Alright. Grab two just to keep it safe. Don't want to mess this up. Up we go. And onto there. Beautiful. And should we trim the edges to make it more round, or do we care? We don't care. Okay, so once the pasties are done cooking, the small ones are done cooking, I will show you those. And then I'm going to throw this in the oven for an experimental amount of time, and I'll show you those. So, hold on. Okay, back. 15 minutes seems to be more than enough time. So here's my little pasties. Goodness, you can tell I'm not from an area that makes pasties on a regular occasion. So here's these. I hope they taste really good. I'm going to try making the big one now. Okay? Does that sound good? Yeah? This is really warm. Okay. Okay, we're back. Half an hour seems to be more than enough time. I probably could have gone like 20 minutes. You want to take a look? There's my half a pie. It'll hopefully be just as good as the other pies. We'll find out later. So, up we go. So thanks for watching, everyone, and keep an eye out for more videos. Stay well.